Hello, everybody. This is John Banda, and welcome to the Banda Ngundu podcast. My co-host is late again, as usual. This is becoming a recurring thing during this
I
podcast.
was kidnapped by ninjas.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, we have a guest here called I call him Shingi or Shingai Shamu, as is stated on his username, and we have another guest. Our second female guest to join us on the podcast, Angie Adams. It's going to be an interesting podcast, more foursomes. As we
My network is tripping.
what? You say something, Angie?
Dead. Cut out the mic.
Oh, I said my network is tripping.
Oh, your network is tripping. Oh, yeah, cool. So Angie is having technical difficulties, so she'll be here and there. All right, so basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about was random stuff, but mostly related to anime and manga. What shows you've been consuming, what manga you've been reading, and what has been of interest during our times of the coronavirus. So I'll start with Shingi. So what anime have you been checking out, dude?
Okay, so I've been checking out all the Korean ones recently. That's Tower of God, God of High School. And of course, my personal favorite for this season, Rent a Girlfriend.
What? Rent a Girlfriend? Wait, isn't Rent a Girlfriend like Japanese?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Oh, okay.
the Korean ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Really? What makes you think it's a 10 out of 10?
I literally get anxiety whenever I watch it. I don't get that when watching any other anime. I've never seen an anime that makes, yeah. You don't cringe when you watch it?
Isn't me? Like asking if I cringe?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, you're a massive simping. Do you relate to Kazuya, maybe?
I do not relate to him. I do not simp. If I want a woman, I go and get her. That's how it works. And until she says no, then I move on and I go to someone else who's interested. I do not simp.
That's what a simp would say.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Anyways.
Okay, so
what do you think about it so far?
For me, okay, I guess I did check out. Okay, so I haven't seen the anime. I checked out I think the first few chapters of the manga. Oh, I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, so you probably have consumed more than me, but what I remember. Okay, so the stuff I covered in the manga was that he was going out with some girl, and apparently she then says that she had another guy. So basically, Kazuya was side nigga, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he was literally dumped, thrown to the curb.
Oh, he was dumped. Okay, so it's not so she wasn't playing you're the side.
Nah, the chick was literally nah, you good. I don't want you anymore. Why? I just don't. I like someone else. Goodbye.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so I guess I got a lapse of memory. So after that, he decides to rent a girlfriend. He goes on a date with her. And I think after a while, he then realized that the chick goes to the same... I think he's in college, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the chick goes to the same college, and now they have to do this transactional relationship. I think that's as far as I covered the actual series, but you can expand and tell me more. Just a caveat to anyone who's listening, they're going to be spoilers. Because he has is it still airing?
Yeah, it's on its 7th episode now. I'll try to keep it 2-3 chapters, 2-3 episodes.
Oh, okay, cool. You sure? Tell me what's so amazing about this show you haven't finished.
You can't exactly spoil Rent a Girlfriend. Okay, so here's the thing, how it starts off.
Yeah.
Kazuya had his first girlfriend, Mami-chan.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna spoil that Mami-chan and Rachel from Tower of God are the same. I'll just say that.
All right.
So from there, this guy gets dumped. He's super horny and super lonely.
Yeah,
So he decides to rent a girlfriend.
yeah.
Then he
Which
realizes
is
how stupid it is. Yeah, you are simping. But then he
but
realizes how stupid it is.
yeah.
And then he tries to stop. He actually goes and tells the chick that this is actually dumb. Why would anyone rent a girlfriend? And then she's like, but you paid me. So why are you complaining? Then during all that fighting, his grandmother gets sick. He visits her with the rent a girlfriend. But everyone assumes that she's the real girlfriend.
Okay.
Then,
I remember. Yeah.
Then to keep up that charade, because he had no game,
Okay, yeah, because
he had to keep on pretending.
yeah,
And he had to keep on paying for it.
yeah,
And
which is
a lot of
embarrassing.
other things happened. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Even he admits it. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing I like about it.
Yeah.
It's different from most other harems. Most protagonists are like, nah, they're simps, but they don't realize it. He knows
Okay.
he's a simp.
okay. So basically, it is a simple self-awareness, and that's what's appealing.
Yeah, he has self-awareness and he actually tries not to simp, but things happen.
But he fails.
Yeah, he fails, like with
So
monitoring
basic-
his mix.
Okay, so basically, it's like someone who's aware that they're sinning, but they continue to sin. And it's like, I'm a bad person. I know I'm doing bad.
Yeah,
So that's
and
the
he
appeal.
tries to actually get out of it.
Yeah,
That's the appeal. Like, it's circumstances beyond his control.
yeah.
And they're like the most toxic ex. Like, if you want to know how toxic people are like, watch the show. That's all I'll say.
I mean, I can give you examples of shows where there are a lot of toxic people. Have you seen? Shit, I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. Okay.
The anime prophet has arrived. Everyone rejoice
Finally,
because the anime prophet has arrived.
Yeah, he's come back from taking his offering from his church.
Yes, the offering was bountiful and the gods of Econet were merciful. And now I am in the podcast. Did we roll the introduction? If not, welcome everybody to the BNN podcast. Today we've got two special guests, Loli Chan Angie and Dickhead Chamu.
wow.
With your host, the anime prophet and DJ BJ. And what were we talking about?
We were talking about Rent a Girlfriend, the anime. Apparently,
good?
I think you can relate.
I asked if we can relate. Yeah, anime. Have you ever had to rent a woman to be your courted, partner?
No, I would not do that.
Or did you just
Strippers
fart?
count?
Did you just
But those
fart?
guys
Oh.
pay.
No, I did not fart. I used my mouth. I was going,
Okay, so you fart through your mouth.
no, shut up, DJ BJ. Shut up, okay?
Nah, I'm just curious. Maybe use your orifices differently. Say,
The strippers count?
okay, we're going to the dark side. Okay, let's try to keep this content.
No, you were saying that did I ever rent a girlfriend or what or pay for services? I was like,
No,
strippers
not pay.
count?
I meant rent a girlfriend, not pay for services. That's a different story.
No, it's the same thing. It's just with extra steps, man.
No,
but in all honesty, either if you're renting or if you're not renting, you're still paying for it. So one is just
Mhm.
making money off you. The other one is they just forcing to love you. So it's all in the same thing. I think rent a girlfriend is actually it's straighter to the point, but sad.
Well, how
Yeah, it's sad.
to the point? Because I'm pretty sure, like, he actually. Okay, Shingi, you have seen more of the show, so I'm just speaking from my no.
From your own
But I'm
experience.
guessing, like, the relationship they have, there are conditions, like certain things, like what's the name? What's the name of the main character? I'm forgetting, but anyway.
Kazuya.
What?
Kazuya.
Kazuya, okay. So I'm pretty sure there's certain things you can't do with a girl. Like, you can't be super intimate, right? You can't, like, get to second or third base with her.
Well, technically you can't. The only thing they do is hand holding,
Which
and everything else is illegal-ish.
so
Wait, wait, so how
basically,
much do they pay? How much do they pay for this service?
Wow, like it was like 5,000 yen an hour, like more or
It's
less.
like-
$5,000
Yeah,
just to
40,
hold
50
hands.
isn't that like $50?
Yeah, hold hands. Yeah,
I'm
hold
pretty sure that's
hands.
$50
Yeah, it is almost $50.
USD.
You're
Yeah.
saying $50
Yeah.
just to freaking hold hands.
They hold hands, talk to you, pretend, I don't know, pretend like they're into you or something like that. That's it. Introduce to your friends, that sort of thing.
But isn't that's kind of embarrassing because think about it. Like you're paying a lot of money just to hold someone's hands. Like that's like what you
The thing,
in
the thing
kindergarten.
is, yeah, well, the thing is, she was in S class.
Mm.
She was the top of the range when it came
Yeah.
to the surfaces.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're paying. Let me think about like really attractive women.
5,000 bond or 5,000 Zimbabwean dollars just to hold
No,
hands.
no.
You know what you can do with that much money? You know what you can
What?
buy?
What?
I don't know. I was just making a point, but it's a lot of
No.
money, and you can buy stuff
Y-
like
You can buy a hard drive.
Well, it's still
You can
like
buy a
4
hard
hours in the
drive.
streets. No, it's still 4 hours in the streets compared to just 2 hours of an actual emotional connection.
Yeah.
with the person that's paid to have emotional connections for with 100 or so guys.
I mean,
Well, you can pay them JB.
no. I was like saying, but yeah, like what the anime prophet is saying. So think about it. You pay her
Yeah.
like $50, right? And I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
only client because she has to make more money by getting more simps because it's the only
Mhm.
like era where you got a lot of men who pay a lot of money and simp to get like affection or whatever like that the girl's gonna provide. So
Yeah, it's a simp era.
I say that Kazuya is not really, as far as I'm concerned, he's not a Chad. He's
No, he's definitely not a chat.
he's
Let's
definitely
get that out of
he's,
the thing.
nah, he has failed. He has failed mankind, like niggas, like dudes.
He totally failed.
Yeah,
Like, if he failed the moment he was simping over mommy chat.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mommy John.
But what I'm trying to, how is okay? I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just trying to understand how is
Yeah.
it so appealing to you? Do you enjoy your suffering? Do you enjoy seeing other men simp? Like the failure
Okay.
in entertainment.
Okay.
Is that entertaining to you?
Have you watched ReZero?
I've seen RE0, yes. But
What do you think about ReZero? You enjoyed the suffering?
not really. I think for RE0, okay, well, like I'm okay, so I'm on season 2, I'm continuing.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, journey, okay, for me RE0, the way I see Subaru was a person, basically he's kind of like, okay, so basically with most of these isekai or these shut in or neat anime stories, they're kind of like trying to merge these otakus or needs or people who maybe messed up or did something and they became I guess how like people go through depression and don't want to go outside because they'll get shamed or get out, become like an outcast. So he through that and became he had given up, and now through this going to an alternative world is getting a chance to go from being a loser to try to improve himself. Like still pretty much, but okay, pathetic, but he's improving. Because end of the day, if you really think about it, I think the drama that's generated in art is that even though if he dies, he can wake up again. The problem is if he ends up living and maybe something wanted to change doesn't end up getting changed, that means that his save point will be different, so he won't be able to alter like whatever has happened. Because like if you've seen RE0, like the way when he tries to kill himself, because he wants to make sure he wakes up again in a different
Yeah,
point
definitely.
and save Rem or Yeah, but anyways, what exactly? I kind of rambled and started talking about RUs here, but what exactly? Why did you mention it? What was the point? You were trying to compare it
Okay,
to
you
girlfriend.
know Subaru's character.
Yeah.
Subaru is basically
He's a good-
Kazuya.
He's a good character, man. I don't know why you guys hate on Subaru. He's good, man.
Subaru is a simp. He's a
Not
literal actual simp.
He's not really a simp. He just okay.
His life,
He's
man.
got his
Oh,
wires
okay.
crossed. He's not a simp. He's just got his wires crossed a bit.
Yeah.
No, he's
Okay,
a simp with his. He's a simp, but he uses his life instead of money. That's the difference.
Okay. So you,
That's a
okay.
fair point to make.
Okay. So he dies for the people he loves, and dies again. And
No, he dies for nothing. What's the best thing he's gotten from his simping? Hand holding.
no, the thing is, like, he did get an offer from them, but the problem is that since he, that
Because you are simping. That's the thing. That's
Okay.
literally the same thing with this show. Like, all that drama that's happening with Rem and Emilia.
yeah.
The only difference is Rem and Emilia don't strike me as real people. That's the thing.
Okay, they're not real people. I mean, they are
They're
fiction.
not real people.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in terms of character. One is
Oh, they don't behave like real people.
Yeah, to me.
Oh,
Emilia is just too perfect for no reason.
what? How is she?
Even though she shows one or two signs of weaknesses, but Emilia as a character, she's not as real, or even, Rem. Rem is just too loyal. That's impossible.
Wait, but she became loyal gradually. Because do you remember, like, when when Subaru?
How do you shift from trying to kill someone 20 times to suddenly being loyal?
No, like,
I don't-
Subaru had to prove that he wasn't because there was that what's it called? I'm trying to remember.
Which is called thing.
There was a misunderstanding, and Rem thought that Subaru was a bad guy.
Was a witch. Yeah.
Yeah, then he had to prove himself. Then she became interested. Okay, for me, Rem is. So I'm gonna defend her to the grave. So I am 100% for her. I think the fact that she wasted her time with a guy interested. Okay, so here's the problem with Subaru. Get a woman. Okay, this is gonna sound a bit misogynistic, but you get like two women, right? You got that woman to give you everything, to make you feel she's willing to do even the nastiest of nastiest. But because with your day one, who probably doesn't.
She doesn't even care about
Action.
that dude. That's the honest truth.
Well, I mean, Emilia.
Yeah, Emilia's like friend zoned.
Yeah, she did, but that dude was like, you know what? I would rather go for the friend zone than to go for the bay zone, because she literally said, "Hey, dude, I am interested in you,"
Yeah.
and he said no.
Don't get me wrong.
Hmm?
But here's the thing. With friend and girlfriend, what's different?
Okay.
They're all bad people, more or less. All the best girls. Like, you got Mami Chan, who's hot. She's a hot blonde, but she's toxic.
Okay.
Then you've got Best Girl, who's literally Best Girl, but because she sees it as a transaction, this dude's got no chance with her.
Yeah.
And I like Subaru, who for some reason all the ladies like him for no reason.
I mean, okay. Angie, is Angie around? Maybe we need to get a female perspective. Well, she. Okay. I guess I'll have to speak on her.
Oh, I'm around.
All right, cool. So Angie, I have a question for you. All right, so let's have a scenario. You are the female. You are interacting with the guy.
I'm just like hearing bits and pieces.
Oh, he can't really hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, the network is that bad.
Hey, did you really tell a girl to just pretend she's a girl?
Yeah. 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 Anyways, okay. So since a network is being shady, I'll the devil's advocate.
Just explain the situation. I'm sure she'll be able to reply.
All right, cool.
I'm sure she's
So
wearing
okay,
it.
so Angie, basically you are, the woman in the scenario, and there's a guy who's pathetic. He's whack. He is insufferable. Then he slowly, gradually goes from being insufferable to being useful. Like you see the transformation from, you know, from being crappy to being something awesome. Is that not a turn on, like for women to see like that evolution? Especially like you witness them go from being crappy to being useful. Of which in this case, Subaru, okay, he doesn't. Okay, the only power up he gains is like after I think when Betelgeuse dies, he like gains ownership of his book, so he has like powers now. Although they haven't really
Oh, is that shadow magic though? I think. But
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So, but anyways, but generally, like he managed to make some. Okay, so Subaru's scenario or current position is that he doesn't have any like superpowers. So he's not like he's when you're playing a role playing game. He's not a tank. He's kind of like a okay. I wouldn't even call him a healer, but like think of the weakest player like in a role playing game. But because he dies a lot, he ends up like learning strategies and coming up with good decisions. So he's more like the weak strategist. He learns from dying, and he actually has a positive effect through dying. So he kind of finds his usefulness.
He learns from dying.
Yeah, pretty much. Because
literally you can reset back to a previous save point.
Yeah. And then if let's say going like to a certain path would lead to death, then you just say, hey, we don't take that route. Then you don't, and people survive. Or that's pretty much how his power works. And that's how it becomes useful, because he goes from, hey, you are not useful, to, hey, you told me something that was useful, so you're now useful. That's basically how he improves, or how he grows value. There's literally no one cared about that guy.
Dude, you don't have to be that harsh on him. I know he's a simp, but he's not that bad.
Yeah. Anyways, so okay, we're kind of comparing Subaru to the Kazuya guy, but I just feel like Kazuya is like way worse.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, if Kazuya was the main character in an isekai, he would be above Subaru. Definitely.
But then you guys are comparing these guys. You're forgetting that there's a whole plethora of isekai main characters that are super simps. Like it's just like, dude.
Okay. Mention.
Mention one person who's worse.
In terms of being a simp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kazuma ain't a simp.
Okay, fine. The guy from, what do you call it? The Eighth Son. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I didn't even watch that show, but...
Okay, fine. He's fine. He's not a simp in the tradition. He's a simp in the sense that, okay, what gets to me is that he's a 25-year-old man, but then for some unknown reason his brain has digressed to the level of a 15-year-old boy, and he can't tell that, okay, this chick likes me, and only accepts relationships because of reasons. Like he's being forced to get married by these people. That's just like
I mean, there are a lot of people.
Simping, though?
Hello? What did you say?
Is that simping though?
Okay. What can you call it then?
Well, I'd say Kazuya is worse when it comes to some of these things. He's also weak-willed, but yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this tonight's podcast, like major theme is simping.
Simping. Okay, fine. I want you guys to explain something. What do you guys mean when you say simping? Like, because the word simping has been moved and tossed around for a very long time. Now its original meaning has just been muddled in
everything is simping.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you can go first. Like, I have my own interpretation of what a simp is.
Yeah, I think I'll start with my definition. Maybe that would make it better. Okay, like when I'm saying simp in this scenario, what I'm saying is, clearly going after someone who's got no interest in you, but you just keep on going and going and going and going after that person and investing lots of time and effort for nothing.
Okay.
That's what I mean when I say simping.
Okay.
Like being a girl's plaything, more or less.
Okay. Well, for me, I guess simping is where you're kind of like doing that whole chasing, or maybe not chasing. It doesn't have to be chasing. It's more like there's a monetary exchange between you and that person, where you are putting them on a pedestal, but you don't actually get anything in return. Like,
Yeah.
so you don't. If let's say you wanted sex, there is no sex. Like
Yeah, if it's not reciprocal.
it's not reciprocal. There's no intimacy. There's none of that. So you start to like wonder, like, why are you doing that? Like, it's pointless. Because okay, let's be honest. Most guys, or maybe we could just say chads or dudes who have urges.
Normal people.
Yeah, normal people. Generally, when they do things, especially with women or whatever, they expect something. Or, of course, they don't want to creeps, or they don't want to be, because you need to take your time, and women react a certain way. But generally speaking, when you do something, you kind of expecting something. Like you buy her gifts, you take her out, if you crack jokes, show her a good time, or even worse, if let's say you take her to, maybe you go to
a brothel.
No, not a brothel. Dude.
Or a fancy restaurant.
Oh, fancy restaurant. But dude, what's up with your standards? Is that what you do? You take brothels on a date. And it's like, hey, honey, look at the competition. I hope you appreciate me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for me, journey has to be reciprocal, because if it isn't, then you're wasting money. And when I see that,
And time.
yeah, in time. So when I see that in anime characters, it's like, wow.
Yeah, for me, it's not exactly about the money. Because the whole rent-a-girlfriend thing. With Chizu, he's actually paying the chick money. But he's not simping, per se, because he's forced to. Yeah, he's forced to go out with the chick to keep up the facade.
Okay, so
the character.
No, but then that is the moment you pay for a girlfriend, you're a simp.
No, you're not, but it's reciprocal. The chick actually does care about him as a person.
No. If you want to pay for something, just pay a hooker. It's simple. You get the job done.
But actually, no, I don't think a hooker would work, because, like, in Kazuya's case, right, he needs to have someone who looks decent, at least someone he can actually show to his parents. If you go to your parents, they'll probably want to disown you. Or they'll be like, our child has failed us. His ability to make decisions when it comes to finding a suitable mate is non-existent. So I think because I'm pretty sure in Japan especially, I think when it comes to, I don't know, maybe appearance, honor and appearances, you need to find someone who's like acceptable. And
that's a big thing.
So technically he is, okay, so basically Kazuya, okay, you have seen more of the show, so basically he's one of those guys who wants to impress his family, but he has no. So he, those people who just like go for the hottest chick and impress like their homies, but probably she's not really that fun to be around with. She's toxic. She belittles him.
Yeah, that's literally Mami-chan and the story.
Yeah, she reminds him that, hey, dude, I could be, I could have a billionaire or some CEO at some tech company, buying me a car like I'm willing to do things with him. Like, which would suck, because it just goes to show that, even with the little you make, that's special.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
that's literally what Mami-chan is like. But the problem with Kazuya as well is he's always weak. Like, the dude literally has like stacks of tissue papers in his bin.
Oh, it's always jacking off.
Yeah, there was actually one episode where they actually showed a full-on scene of him doing that, thinking of like his ex.
Oh, okay. Oh, thinking about his ex and thinking about like his ex being smashed by someone else and he was jerking off to.
Oh, like what he was doing to his ex, like doing that to his ex, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, like pictures in his like what do you call it, in his phone gallery.
Oh,
You know, it's just like, you know what? I need 3 tissue papers for this.
I mean, like,
okay, fine. But
That was
the fact
actually,
that
like,
he's
the
able,
best character building moment. Like,
Yeah.
but the fact
actually
that he's
built up-
able to get a chick is means that he's off that simp category. Okay, why did he break up with his previous girlfriend?
Okay, what happened with those previous girlfriends? He actually asked her out. She said yes. She was actually super hot. She was a hot blonde. She said yes. But the chick just broke up with him for no reason. I'm sure some people in the chat can relate.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Like, there's
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
sorry. I did not mean to laugh at one
Yeah, no.
of one's pain, but blame the dickhead. Okay, he's the one who brought it up. Okay.
I didn't say any names.
Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, it happens, man. I'm sure
Yeah,
it happens to me. It's happened to a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
nothing new.
Although now the question is like, okay, so do you think it would be okay doing that? The whole you still have your ex's material and you're using it.
Doing that. Well, what happened is like, it was actually
It's a
a
good way-
legit character building moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because when he was in the middle of doing that, he realized how stupid it was.
Yeah.
And realized he actually had feelings for this other chick. One is painful.
Okay.
Because prior to that, he wasn't actually something for this chick. He didn't actually care about this other chick. One he was
Okay.
painful. It was just a convenience thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He caught feelings.
Yeah, he catch. Of course, he'd catch feelings, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Oh, but still, you still haven't justified why you think it's a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Like what I said. What other anime makes jerking off a character building moment?
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Dude. Okay, I don't even want to talk about Shinji.
Hey, you remember that scene when Shinji?
I don't want to talk about Shinji.
Yeah. Looks at
There is another.
at
In fact, there is another
I hate that
anime
guy.
that does that,
yeah.
where jerking off is a thingy moment. I forget. It's a very very old one.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
about a guy who keeps jerking off, and these chicks keep looking at him. Then one of the sisters, like 3 sisters, then one of the sisters feels sorry for him, and then she goes to his house, cleans up the room. They start to have a relationship. It seems like it was.
For me, it's not about
I don't know
the
how it was on Kiss Anime, but then those were subplots to a hentai. Like that was
Wait.
basically a hentai that wasn't a hentai.
Wait,
That's
you're telling
the
me?
kiss anime, by the way.
Wait. Oh no, Kiss Anime still exists though. Like
Wait,
the main one. Okay, so basically, what happened to Kiss Anime? I know, like the previous podcast, like I did that clickbait thing where Kiss Anime is dead, but basically, the Hydra, or in this case, the creature code Kiss Anime has got subdomains. So even though the main head has been destroyed, the subdomains still exist. So there's kissanime.nz and kissanime. Like there are multiple ones. I don't think they're as good as the main one.
I'm those clones too.
No, they still work.
Oh, okay.
So the main one, I think primarily the reason why the main one was closed, because I think you could find anything.
Literally anything.
And also I don't know, I also think like if you wanted to download, like it was much easier to do so on that platform.
Yeah, but the ads though.
Dude, no, you just grow some balls, bro. Deal with that. You're already going through it illegally. Now you want comfort. Well, what's wrong with you?
So man, I was just liking Kiss Anime to Gold D Roger.
Yeah.
You know,
I
when the Japanese government just cut off its head and said that, hey, my One Piece is everywhere. It's One Piece being,
yeah.
the kissanime.nz, Kissanime, then the other pirates that are on the rise, like
Yeah. So basically,
Go Anime.
yeah. So basically,
Oh yeah, so
the One Piece is all the people who are looking for the new main what's it called, main downloading.
platform
I
of
would
choice.
recommend that the new one, it will be Anime Haven.
Really?
Yeah, it's got everything. Like
Oh.
it even has stuff that Kiss Anime didn't have.
But does it have comments though?
Yeah, it does have comments. Just people don't just use it. But then the reason why I said it's got everything is because Kiss Anime didn't have Dr. Jack Black in English, like the new one, the one that has like 51 episodes, the one that was released by Amazon. But then Anime Haven has it, and Anime Haven also has quite a lot of anime that went in Kiss Anime.
Okay.
Just those old red gemmed ones. So Kiss Anime had everything. You know, most of these sites have everything except for maybe Anime Out. That's just like, I don't know, just.
But for me, for Kiss Anime, it was the community, not really like the content.
Oh, you actually participated.
Those guys were just assholes. I didn't like them.
Yeah, they definitely were assholes. But the thing with Kiss Anime was like, you'd actually get to figure out whether you should watch a show or not. But the thing is, it was always like, nah, this show is terrible. But if you see like 5 people defending it, then it's an okay show. That's more or less how I used it.
I mean, like on Kiss Anime, like I remember. Okay, after I say what I'm gonna say, I actually wanted to address like a new topic. But anyways, let me.
Okay.
Thing. So, like when I was checking out the Monogatari series, there's like a debate or rather a clash of ideas whether you should watch it through the airing order or you should watch it through the story chronological order. Because okay, I know there are going to be like a lot of hardcore purists who say you should just watch it through the airing order, but in my own opinion, watching it in the airing order was kind of confusing because when you watch Bakemonogatari, I think I'm forgetting the cat girl, the Neko like monster girl, the glasses. Like I didn't know why she was behaving the way she was behaving, and for the most part, it was like you got Araragi, like main character, dude who's like a half vampire, and he's dealing with all this supernatural occult stuff. Like it's entertaining, that the banter is fun, but the certain things that they were kind of confusing. It felt like I was watching. It's like I was jumping into season 2 of something that's like the first season. So when I was on Kiss Anime, there was a different order for you to watch it. It's called the chronological order of the actual story. So basically, if you watch it through the chronological order, it actually makes more sense. So you start off by watching the movies. So watch Kizimonogatari like 1, 2. Then you end up knowing about the lolly vampire, how she how powerful she was, and how Araragi got her powers, and the relationship he had with the girl with the glasses. And I think if you so I found out about that on Kisani because when you go on Monogatari, there'll be a list and say hey, these are your choices, but preferably watch it through the chronological, and it makes more sense. I know there are people who are probably going to listen to this and think that maybe my IQ is not that high because I prefer watching it through the chronological order of the story versus the airing order, but I think it just makes more sense if you just watch it that way. And I don't know, I would recommend people check it out, even though it is quite bizarre. It's what can I say? It's like that good show that has perverse stuff in it. It's like watching Game of Thrones, and there's a scene with that really graphic sex scene where people are fucking the shit out of each other, but you still want to say that
But then
it's a good show.
I want to ask you guys something. I don't know if you guys have seen this anime. If you have, then you're a legend. I forget the name of it, but then basically it's about the world, that something happened to the world, and then history's been rewritten, and then they're owned by like these kids that own like a school council. But the main character is this guy who likes getting naked, and he's quite useless, and he's got a sister with big boobs.
Of
It's
course.
very weird. Like it's one of those weird ones where you like, okay, then you find out that his main power is he can, like, he's like a battery, like a power source to power his whole class. I forget the name, but it's one of those anime that when I watched it, I was just like, what the fuck was this thing?
And
I
let
don't
me
know if
get,
you know it.
how does he power the whole class?
I have no idea. Like I said, I when I was watching it, I was just like, I was
Now
just
you're
watching it
doing
because I was
why the
bored.
class need to be powered. Why would the class need to be powered?
No, the classmates.
Are these classes?
Yeah. They run on
let me just
electricity.
let me just check on my anime list, and then I'll get back to the name.
Alright, cool. Alright, so let me now ask the question I wanted to ask. So, okay, you guys, okay, for most of us, especially, us guys who live in the third world country, no, it's not an excuse to use third world country. I mean, we have managed to get access to Visa cards and whatever before. Like, I'm just speaking for, I think, one of us. So, and I'm pretty sure you like have, used like a Visa card before. So, what are your feelings like concerning paying for anime streaming sites like Crunchyroll or Funny Animation or even Netflix is more than just anime. But okay, so do you rather piracy thing? Do you think you actually contribute positively to the industry, but you don't give a shit and rather just pirate sites?
Well, being in a third world, like what you said, being in a third world country is like it has its disadvantages. Because if you really think back in 2012, 13 and stuff like that, when Zim was at a better state and we had the US dollars, many people used to buy their stuff online. Like they used to play games online, buy movies online and stuff like that. They did the stuff legitly. Even anime and stuff like that. The reason why people pirate anime is because in Zim it's close to impossible for you to get on a Crunchyroll thing, because Ethernet data or whatever data is hella expensive, and then you rather use, let's say, your 2 gigabytes to download as much anime as possible than just streaming it. But if the data and stuff was cheap and the money was available, many people would not be pirating. A lot of people will be on Crunchyroll because you cannot download every single anime. Like right now, there's some anime that I don't even watch that I've downloaded a long time ago. So streaming, would be the best, but then we're not at a capability of streaming. Although I do have a Crunchyroll and a Funimation. Whenever we have internet and stuff like that, I do stream anime that I want to stream.
Because I noticed, especially I think now that, like I'm busy because of work, my schedule of consuming entertainment has drastically changed. Like as compared to when I was like, bumming around and didn't have much to do. So, like for me, paying, because I'm pretty sure if I'm gonna watch an anime, I'm probably gonna watch maybe. Okay, so the thing is, like most of the time, like you're waiting, right, for the next episodes to come out. Okay, so when you pay for Crunchyroll, it's per month, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's monthly.
It's monthly. Okay, so let's say you want to watch one anime, right, and it's being aired weekly. So meaning after 4 episodes, you need to pay for you to watch the other 4 episodes. So pretty much.
That's not if you're not binging the ones from previous seasons.
Well, I'm just saying, let's say you're watching those 12 episode anime, like let's say there's a new season, and that's the only thing you want to watch. So basically, 4 episodes come out, and now you have to pay again for your second subscription. Like it's due because like with Netflix, like it just all the episodes come out and just like indulge and you're happy. Whereas you waiting for the next,
For me, it's not really about that though.
Yeah.
Like the problem I have with Crunchyroll right now, I actually did want to pay for it recently, but the issue for me was there weren't like a lot of shows that I like, for example, you know Funimation.
Yeah.
You can't get Funimation on Crunchyroll if you're in Zimbabwe. So
Okay.
that means no doubt there's war. There's a lot of other shows you can't just watch.
Yeah.
Japan, since I think Decadence, I don't think it's there as well.
Okay.
From Zimbabwe. So what's the point?
So basically, in a way, as much as obviously the companies, the animators are being underpaid and going through shit, and the corporations that work together to finance these projects, as much as they do all of this, us, like the consumers from the third world country, wouldn't be able to access or even know the existence of like certain content if piracy site.
But then that's what they're trying to fix, though. Like I heard that Crunchyroll wants to sell its is it AT&T wants to sell Crunchyroll to Sony. So basically everything's just going to be under one thingy.
Okay.
But then again,
it's like the one thing
I lost my train of thought. So
okay, so the one thing I know about most of these streaming sites for anime is that there's the issue of licensing, and that different shows can exist on the platform based on licensing like agreements. Whereas on piracy sites, I mean, if I want to watch a 60s or 70s anime, that if someone has like a database of like whatever the Blu-rays that they bought to like some anime con, and then they uploaded it online, like I'm more likely to find it on a pirated site versus like on Crunchyroll or Funny Animation or even Netflix. So it makes you wonder, okay, I know piracy is banned, but what hidden gems or what content would we be able to access if we didn't have?
Well, that's another okay. Also, like they're also trying to solve that problem with that thing that they were planning to do on like putting all like a catalog of over 3,000 anime on YouTube for free. So that's going to solve that problem of let's just say you want to watch something which is really old, and then for the the gaggy kind of anime, and then but then it's not on your favorite streaming sites. You can just watch it on YouTube if this thing goes well. But then another thing which really what do you call it, that really that really gets me, especially some pirates or the pirate community, is that how they put out this overly saturated or overly mundane talk about dub versus sub.
Yeah,
like I don't watch sub because of okay, some of them say that it's just because I don't like the voice acting is good, but then in my defense I'm just like, how do you not know that this is bad voice acting? Like you don't understand Japanese, so in Japan this could be actually considered bad voice acting and we wouldn't know. But then I doubt I doubt it because they've got schools and stuff where they're very passionate about this industry. But that's the first thing. And the second thing is how they say that some of the lines get changed in English, which is kind of false, because if you're watching like let's just say one of the recent animes, or most of the anime right now which is licensed by Funimation, is also translated by Funimation, and those guys are known to change a lot of things, unlike the horrible subs people that kind of bring it to the raw thing, but then they also have their own translation kind of thing issues. So there's no real difference between saying that this is a sub thing, this is better, or stuff like that. In fact, you guys pirating thing is already being paid for by the people already. So you guys are just taking over from the thing. But you people pirating from, let's just say, straight from the source is actually hurting them more than than us people who do dubs. That's just my opinion.
Okay, I think it makes sense because at least dubs are licensed like globally compared to like Japanese sub.
Yeah.
Which is strictly made for Japan.
Yeah.
But that's still the thing. Even with foreign content like dubs, you don't get that still if you're in like a third world country. For example, has anyone ever gone on YouTube Music in Zim?
Yeah, I have once.
Did you have to use a VPN?
Wait, like you use wait, you use a VPN for YouTube Music?
Yeah, like when I went to South Africa, I could
Yeah.
use it easily, but when I came back, I couldn't access it anymore because I was now back in a third world country.
I mean, like a sanctioned country.
Yeah, even though I can afford to pay for the content,
Yeah.
I can't use it just because I'm in this particular country. So
Yeah.
for me, my thinking on piracy is they don't want my money, so why should I give it to them?
Oh, that's an interesting point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like if you don't want my money, then why should I pay for the shit? I could just get it for free.
Yeah, like Netflix, the difference with Netflix is Netflix actually has a Zimbabwean access. It's got Zimbabwean access. So you can actually pay for your Netflix subscription here. And it's actually super easy. And a lot of people have Netflix, even though the network might not be the best.
Yeah.
But at least you can have access to it. And I'd blame people if they were watching Netflix shows without paying. I might be a bit judgmental, but at the same time, but with this anime, they don't want our money. So what can we do?
It's not like they don't want your money, but then not many people can afford it. Like, to be honest, like, Japan doesn't really look at Africa as a viable market. Like, let's just be real with us. We're not really that high up. We don't really contribute too much. That's why you don't see a Sony in Africa, or you don't see Nintendo and stuff like that. They know their market because
I'm pretty sure you will find them in South Africa.
They understand. But how do they understand there's no market if they've never tried it? For me, it makes.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying that if Nintendo was to come into Zim right now, do you think they'll make any money? Let's just be real. Like,
I'm pretty sure.
Let's not be optimistic because one or two people may be able to afford it, but not every single guy will be able to.
I'm pretty sure the middle class or upper middle class people in Zim might show up and do their thing.
So that's how many people. That's how many.
I'll
that's
give
like
you
what?
an example.
Yeah.
Can I give an example? Let me take headphones as an example, like a recent example that I've had. Here in Zim, headphones, like even fake ones, they go for 20 US. You can get Sennheisers for that money outside, which actually are a lot better. But the fact that you're in our country, you have to pay like the same amount of price as original things, but it's fake. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, like, take for example what you're talking about. If there actually was a Sony shop that actually sold like Sony headphones, most Sony headphones started like $15 up to $100. People have iPhones in Zimbabwe. It's not like it's a special thing. How many people do you know that have an iPhone?
I know a lot.
Yeah.
So how much do iPhones go for? Like, how much do iPhones go for? No, and then let's not say the second hands, like the actual OGs. How much do they go for?
Like 800 to like 1.2.
Yeah, and that's like someone's birthday gift from their mom.
Thing is, a lot of things here are imported at like double their price, but people still manage to afford them somehow. Not a lot of people, yes, but but a lot of people, even for the fake things, that's like the original price that they're supposed to be.
So basically, there are people who can afford it. It's just that we're not around them. We are.
I'd say like it's an untested market.
Yeah.
They're not trying to see whether it works or not. Maybe if they did try and it failed out, I wouldn't blame them. But in this situation, I definitely will blame them. And that's why piracy.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like, although what you're saying is true, but I can give you another example with a company that tried and failed. UA tried to come in here, build this, its companies and stuff like that, but then not many people were willing to, it didn't really make much sense, so that's why they had to pull out. But then they did come in here, they brought their shops, they brought their phones, their expertise and stuff like that. There were UA shops around, nationwide, but then it just didn't click. And back then, that was when people did have the money. to buy all these things.
Yeah, but I think that one's more of a brand perception thing than anything else. Like back then, if you asked me what a Huawei
Oh, yeah.
was,
Okay,
I'd be
fine.
like, what?
Oh yeah, to be honest, that was when Huawei was just picking up. Like it was like the third brand between. I think the hottest brands were Samsung. And Apple. That was because
Samsung and
Huawei
Apple.
was like a close third.
Was it really? Because like I bought one.
Distance third.
I mean, I bought one and it was shit. To be quite honest.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Back then,
So
most of their phones sucked.
yeah, they were terrible. So I mean, maybe they tested the market and the market reacted negatively. They said like, people actually like our shit. So why can't you accept it? They're like, no, we don't accept shit. Just because we're a third world country does not mean that we're willing to on our throats.
And if you check some of the prices, they're actually kind of expensive for the quality they had. Like someone could have bought an equivalent Samsung for the same amount of money as a Huawei. So it was like, what's the point? I know Samsung. I don't know these guys. And some people had really bad phones, so you wouldn't be tempted to buy one.
Yeah.
This is different from anime. Like, how many people do you know back then who watched anime? Like, I remember when anime was like $2 a CD.
I mean, like,
and back then it was 1:1. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like, if you bought 10 CDs of anime, that's like literally a Crunchyroll subscription for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the money is there, but they'll need to get around the logistics first.
Yeah, maybe if you made it, because the reason why piracy exists in most places is because most of the things are not available in their country. But like what I said, if things were available in the country, in certain countries, I think piracy would be eliminated, because the hassle of pirating stuff would be more than actually getting their stuff legitly online.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay. So let's move on. We went from talking about simping to piracy. Okay, let's talk about other shows we've been checking out, like God of High School.
Let's not talk about God of High School, please. I'm still watching it. Like, I'm still like, I've got 2 episodes to watch, and I want to watch them tonight. So let's just talk about Attack on Titan, because I think everyone here has watched it.
I have read most of it.
He hasn't watched Attack on Titan. What have you been watching?
Okay, cool. Okay, have you guys checked out Decadence?
No.
I'm waiting for it to finish, then I'll start watching it, to be honest.
Okay, cool. Alright, okay. Have you seen
Wait, guys. Have you heard that, like, when the witch is out?
Is it?
Like, Kubo's new manga is out.
Oh, yeah. I heard about it.
You're talking about the anime trailer that they released?
No, the manga. Like chapter 1 is out.
I mean, like, he's now serializing it.
Yeah, that's a 1 volume still. Yeah, it's 1 volume.
I know, because I remember there was the one shot.
Yeah, the one shot.
Yeah, but now he's serializing it.
Yeah, that was actually in today's weekly Shonen Jump.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I don't know. I'll just wait to hear from people's opinions. Okay, what did you think of the first chapter? Was it good?
I think it was okay, but still, there's a movie in October that's going to cover everything in the chapters. So
okay, wait. So was it as good as his Bleach stuff when Bleach was peak, or it's more like Bleach when it was bad?
I wouldn't say Bleach was ever bad.
Okay, I guess
it went from great to like good-ish. It went from great to average, actually. That's all.
To average. So for you, it never became bad.
Became rushed at the end. That's definitely a thing, but
okay, I guess
terrible.
I guess we're in different camps, because I thought after after the Aizen arc, is it the full bring? I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a full bring.
Yeah, that stuff just rubbed me the wrong way. Then
I enjoyed the full bring arc.
Really?
Yeah, unpopular opinion, I know, but
yeah, okay.
Okay,
But-
I like the full bring arc up until they brought the Soul Reapers back. Actually,
Okay.
You Bleach people, I've never liked Bleach. You guys were always obnoxious during the times when an anime was being popular in Zim. I remember I used to be a One Piece guy, and this guy, my
don't talk
co-host
to me about
John Banda, hated One Piece with a passion. For some reason, he now
Talk to me
loves
about
it, but then he used to hate on it, and he used
No,
to be
actually,
ridiculed
no.
for loving it.
I've reformed. I've gone.
You did your Paul to Soul moment. I know, but I'm just going to have to remind you each and every time that you used to be a basher and hater of One Piece, and you called me stupid, and you used to gang up on me with Warren and the other anime guys, and you guys broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Kind of weird how everyone who hates One Piece starts to love it. That's why I'm not even going to watch it.
Oh, you don't want to turn. Okay, so but guess what? I hate it again. So I went through the 3 cycles of hating it to loving it to hating it again.
What happened?
Oda's been stagnating and making shit that's not that's like a chore to go through. Like it's okay. So let me just go through. I guess this is my chance to have like a One Piece rant. So thank you for opening the.
Go ahead. I'd love to hear a rant about One Piece. About
All right, cool. So basically, this is my relationship with One Piece. So initially, the art style was a major turnoff for me. Like it was like looking at a really ghastly looking creature, and it's one of those like where people are saying that this thing is good, it's so amazing. You're like, well, what's wrong? Maybe is it like what's really going on here? Why do people think this thing is good? Like, because like I checked out the anime. Like the original first episodes. I know that if I'm not mistaken, the One Piece anime doesn't cover like the one shot, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like, can you confirm, Mr. Anime Prophet? Yeah, sure. Can you confirm this?
Oh yes, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here.
I'm saying, can you confirm that like the first chapter, like the one shot of One Piece, but in the actual anime? Like
to be honest, I actually only started reading the manga after I think the funny the Marineford arc. That's when I started reading it, so I wouldn't know. I started watching it a long time ago, but then reading it, I started,
Okay, but
I wouldn't know.
Okay, but in the first episode, like they don't cover Luffy as a kid, right?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, cool. So
it happens in the third.
Okay, so basically, it's like because like in the one shot you get to see Luffy as a kid, then he gets the hat from Shanks, etc. But anyways, so when I watched the anime like those first episodes were terrible. Or at least the way they were animated, like it wasn't exciting, and the pacing was just dog shit. So, like when you read the manga, like generally you can tell that because with the manga there's no need to have filler. There's not that like wasting of time. The art was rudimentary, but at least the pacing was enough to get a person like, I think I can vibe with this. So I read and it's like, it's not actually that bad. I'm still not convinced that this is the greatest thing to come out of like anime or manga history. Then I think when I got to when Sanji is introduced on the island where there's the chefs, things got interesting. And I was like, okay, so there's some sauce in this thing. Then we get to see Mihawk, and Mihawk just destroys Zoro. And I was like, okay, so we've got big, powerful guys in this story. So it's not just these weaklings. So they're actually big dogs. Okay, we move on from there. We get to Arlong. Then from Arlong, we get... so after the Arlong arc, I think there was a bit of a lull for me. Like it wasn't as fun because I think that's where we go to the Whiskey Park arc, and then there's the one, I think, Drum Island. where there's that guy who apparently. Do you remember Drum Island?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Drum Island for me wasn't like enjoyable. And after Drum Island, we get to the I think it was the Alabaster, and then we get Crocodile. See, so the thing is, the One Piece, right? The basically, if I had like a graph, it's kind of like this. The first couple of chapters are not terrible, but they are interesting. Then after you cross Arlong, there was like I think 50 to 70 chapters that I personally did not enjoy and thought were mediocre. Then stuff occurs. The thing is, like, where I think One Piece shines, I think for me, is like, like when you binge read something and then you go through 300 or 400 chapters that are consistently good. Like, I think that's when I became a fan of One Piece, because from Alabaster, I think it was Sky Island. Sky Island had some lower parts, but for the most part, it was interesting. I like the villain, the guy who looked like Eminem. And then from there on, we go to Water 7. After Water 7, Ennis Lobby. After Ennis Lobby, I think it was, what's it called? The Thriller Bark. I know a lot of people had issues with Thriller Bark, but I kind of found it interesting. And also in the manga, the art style drastically changed. And after Thriller Bark, we get to the Archipelago joint, where we get to see like some of the people from the world government.
Archipelago.
Yeah, then after that we go to Amazon Lily. Then after Amazon Lily, we end up going to the Marineford. Oh no, we go to Impel Down. Where Luffy tries to save Ace from from being goes to that prison. Then after that we go to Marineford. Then after Marineford, we have like the flashback. Then we get the time skip. And mind you, that's like, because like technically speaking, that's like because like I think Alabaster starts at chapter 170, 160 around there. So basically 160 to 600 so basically okay, let me make sure my maths is correct. That's 440 chapters of pure enjoyment. So when you go through that, you go from being a hater to like, okay, so I now get why people love this shit. Then after that, you go through that honeymoon. It's like basically you went from, okay, so it's like you met a girl, and at first you weren't really that interested. Maybe you're like, I know, maybe I could tap her, or maybe I could do something to her, but I don't see her as a life partner. So then she surprises you. You're like, wow. Then you go to marry, go to the honeymoon thing. It's like, whoa. So now this is like post-marriage. Like you've gone through the enjoying. Then you enter Fishman. I think it was Fishman Island arc, right? That was the one that came after the.
Yeah.
And yes, as soon as the Fishman Island arc, it was like, holy shit, what's going on now? And I thought this wife of mine was awesome, and now she's giving me turds. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like Fishman, like Shirahoshi was a terrible character. Like she was so dumb and stupid. I was appalled. Like she literally
Princess.
Yeah, the princess. She was like the giant mermaid lady.
Oh yeah, I think someone showed me that arc. I didn't really see what the hype was about One Piece from that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you are thrown into the very bottom of the barrel. So I'm pretty sure. The thing is, like, if you want to get someone hooked to One Piece, you need to show them the good stuff. It's kind of like, it's kind of like someone's dating history, or maybe someone's baggage history. So some baggage is more tolerable than other baggage. So it's like, hey, what do you want to know about me? Okay, I'll just tell you this. Because if I tell you that stuff, you walk away. So I think Fishman Island arc is something that makes anyone who's trying One Piece for the first time walk away, because it's that bad. Like, literally was. And after that, there was, what's it called? Punk Hazard. Yeah, Punk Hazard. Where we had, I'm forgetting the characters now, but what's the name of the guy who creates the rooms? The doctor dude, the fancy hat. I'm forgetting it.
What's it called? Law.
Yeah, Trafalgar Law. Yeah, so you got Trafalgar Law, and we got the punk house. Like, okay, so that arc still okay. It wasn't it wasn't very good, but it also wasn't very bad. It was just an average arc. Then after that, we get to the Dressrosa arc with Doflamingo. So the Dressrosa arc, basically, I've heard people accuse it of imitating the Alabasta arc because it's pretty much the same formula. You got like a tyrant and Luffy and his crew show up and they have to overthrow him and then free the people, blah blah blah. Same shtick. Like in a way, they're kind of like liberators more than pirates. So the problem,
that's true.
Yeah. So the problem with Dressrosa arc, like, okay, Dressrosa arc had very good moments and also very shitty moments. It was a mixed bag. It kind of got back to the glory days of One Piece, but at the same time also kept some of the bad. So it's like, it's like when you have your girl like exhibit those awesome traits that she exhibited back in the day when you're all in love, and she's like, okay, no, let me stop being a bitch and let me actually make my guy like have a reason to want to be with me. But sometimes she slips and she goes back. She shows you like the crappy side. It's like I also have the terrible chapters memorized in my head because I think before Luffy and Trafalgar Law end up facing what's his name? What's his name? What's the name of that villain? I'm forgetting. Doflamingo, yeah. Before they end up facing Doflamingo, like 20 solid chapters of pure garbage. I think it was the 40s to like 40 something to 60. 740 to 760. Those chapters were not good. They were like really bad. Like this, like order is worst. And then after that, it gets better. Then they have a fight. Then we go to the mink. Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I'm back. What happened?
No, like it seems like you got purged.
Oh yes, I did. Is Shamu here?
No, he's not here. Anyways, I'll just continue. For the sake of continuity. All right, so
okay.
So what I was saying is that so after the Dressrosa arc, you end up going to I think was it the mink, the one with the animals and stuff like that, and from on, it wasn't good anymore. Like literally, like don't be like it wasn't good One Piece. Like it was pretty much bad. Then you go to Whole Cake Island. So Whole Cake Island, like, okay, so you're going to go see Big Mom. And you're like, okay, this is going to be interesting. Like, Luffy is stepping up his game. He's going to try to face Big Mom. So it was more conceptually interesting in terms of the fact that, hey, there's a character who's like a superpower, and you're going to face that superpower. But actual experiencing it, like something sounds awesome on paper, but the process of actually going through it wasn't as amazing because, he had Sanji and that bullshit plot of him supposed to marry that girl with the 3 eyes, and the third eye, so that there'll be like what's it called, consolidation of power, like that whole marrying someone for military reasons. I wasn't buying that plot at all, and because so the problem with that plot was that we're trying to mimic the same thing that they did at, I think, is it Water 7, when what's the name of the guy with the long nose?
Usopp?
Usopp, yeah. So Usopp and Luffy end up clashing, and this causes a great divide. And there were actual justifiable reasons to why they were clashing. You could tell that there's going to be a drift, like with in the Straw Hats. Whereas they tried to do that again with Sanji, but I wasn't really feeling it. I was like not buying the bullshit. I was like, yeah. It's like I don't know. I feel like One Piece at this point, my personal opinion, it's riding on the coattails of its premise and the pledge that's like made that, hey, you guys want to know about the poneglyphs, you guys want to know about the world government, you want to know about the One Piece, you want to know about all these superpowers and whatever. I don't know about what's changed.
Yeah. What you're
Like-
saying is kind of true because, like, I think the recent chapter, the like 3 chapters back, where Kaido was, trying to declare war on the world. He actually says that he wanted to rule the world, and in fact, he can actually find the One Piece. Like, it's been a while since people actually mentioned the One Piece.
Yeah, it's like
in everything, but now they just bring it back, saying that, well, the One Piece is actually a thing again.
yeah, it's
Which
like
I do suspect that the One Piece is Luffy's hat.
yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably
you're
something.
saying that, but it's what then?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's probably something tangible, something that's useful. Because okay, anyway, so
And you think the hat is not tangible?
no, like, it has to be something that actually changes the world. No, not a freaking hat.
I've got a feeling it's the hat.
Alright. But anyway, so far, like, out of all the chapters that I recent, the only like chapter I enjoyed, which reminded me of peak One Piece, was the one where they go to the world government meeting.
Oh yeah.
Was it the Reverie?
Yeah.
Reverie. That was peak One Piece. That was Oda probably reviving his old self. The old man, he like gagged and threw like his younger version into a dungeon, and was like, you know what, it's time to make shit content. No more good stuff anymore. Then when you, I guess maybe Phil and relax and the Order made good shit, decided to take over, and he drew the Reverie. The Reverie was peak One Piece. That is like, at that point I was like, maybe Order still has got it. It's like the problem that I have long running like titles, with except maybe Hunter x Hunter, because okay, the Hunter x Hunter, the issue with Togashi is that it takes like fucking forever to get something done, and also even when
boy, he's sick, man. He's a sick man.
You could just hire someone to draw him.
Want anyone to compromise his style?
And it's bullshit, dude. He's most of his art has been bad. I mean, he is a good artist, but like, he takes forever to get something done, and Kurapika did this, or Gon did that, etc. And so, like, when you got like a wall of text, you just have to read that, and the whole art is dog shit. Like it's inconsistent. His drawings are not always on point. Okay, anyways, I'm digressing. But what I was trying to say is that that's why should Oda really care? Like, okay, think about it. I mean, he's like one of the highest selling manga artists out there. Like, One Piece has sold like a lot of copies. I think it's catching up. If not, it's gonna surpass Batman in terms of like volume sales. It's too far from Superman, but it's going up to Batman. And I don't know, maybe I'm just inferring something, but if you're really that successful and you made a lot of money and you got success, I mean, apart from maybe your ego, like, maybe you don't have, there's good shit out there. You don't have to follow or continue reading One Piece. Like, there's no point. It's not good shit there. Even sometimes the drawings are like chaotic, they're not well. Like, there's so many issues. Like, the Reverie was the only chapter post the whole cake stuff that I can generally say was energetic or being nice. Like, it was really good. So yeah, I don't know. I just, for now, One Piece is not my cup of tea. I wish it could be better. I wish.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still rambling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was not just saying that. Like, One Piece is no longer something I enjoy consuming.
You just a hater, man. It still has some good shit on it, man.
No.
And you suck.
No, it is what it is, man. I know. Like, right now, I'm not really a fan of One Piece at the moment. I don't know. Maybe you seem to be reading it. Like, tell me when it's good.
It's good. You should start reading it. You start reading the last 10 chapters.
You want me to read the last 10 chapters? Right? I still think I'll be disappointed, but Anyway, so
I,
okay. Apart from this weeb and anime stuff, what have you been checking out? Like, what's been on your radar? What have you been enjoying?
let's see, what have I been enjoying? In fact, I've just been doing weeb stuff, man. I've been doing anything else besides weaving. Because
Okay,
I was just
cool.
recently watching God of High School
Yeah, with your
and Tower of God, which
Okay.
is different. I would just say that they're anime in terms of feels and everything.
yeah.
It brings a new perspective. I like them. I'm enjoying them.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. As for me, do you know this director called I think Lars von Trier?
Yeah,
Oh, you know him? Or have you?
yeah, I think so.
So this guy makes weird, fucked up shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's moving. Okay, so it's like artsy stuff, but it tends to be very disturbing and graphic. And I don't know. I think maybe was it in high school? I think there's this movie I recommend you called Antichrist. Have you seen it?
I've heard about it.
Okay, so it's a very weird.
Oh, like robot size.
Huh?
Do I sound better now?
No, you sound computerized right now.
I sound computerized right now. Well,
No,
yeah, the
now you
network's
sound
been
okay.
really bad. So
Oh, now you sound okay.
sorry, probably away from my mic. No, I was just wondering because some of these sexies just look way too.
He also had real sex,
I'm sure this guy is not just.
but it's not enough to make you want to jack off, because like during the movie is weird and it leaves like a weird taste. Like yeah, you can see like this penetration, but it's like shot in a really cinematic way. Pornography is not cinematic, which is why I think it's more appealing on like most of those guys, the actors have like they have like a lot of stuff that's been injected into them so that they're well endowed and they perform better, and they're probably at they make it seem as if they were having sex for longer. Or, you never know. But generally, like in Nymphomaniac, I think the second one left a sour taste in my mouth because, like the main girl, like the slut, there are two scenes that I vividly remember that were disturbing. So one was kind of hilarious. So basically, the lady, right? She was about to have sex with two black men. And literally, like they do like a double penetration. Like this is an actress. Like I'll try to find out her name, but I'm pretty sure this is like an actor, like Hollywood actress, and she had two dicks, one in a asshole and one is like in a vagina, and literally it's like
real, like CGI, like it was like real stuff.
I think it was real stuff. Those dicks were actually inside it, but I think. Apparently the dudes started complaining about like the position. Like apparently the dude was standing, said like the way you're sitting isn't like comfortable. So like they start arguing and she just decides to leave. And the thing is they're arguing at each other and their dicks are still hard. And the dude, the way like he films it, right? It's like they're arguing but their dicks are also arguing against each other. It's like what the hell am I saying here? The way he
What the hell?
Yeah. Then the other scene, which isn't as pleasant as, I guess, as silly as that one, is like the girl finds out, like the lady finds out she's pregnant. Like I think early days into her pregnancy, and she panics because she doesn't want to have a baby. She doesn't want to give up a whoring life. She wants to be a slut. She doesn't want to be a parent. So she performs a DIY abortion. Dude, you don't want to see what I saw, man. You don't want to see what I saw.
No, I do not.
Yeah. I think after I saw that, I was no longer interested in checking out whatever this director has to offer. It is just It's just messed up. It was just yeah. Because like the thing is, because like okay for the most part, I'm pretty sure visual effects were used because like I'm not used to seeing that kind of stuff with the genitalia. Because usually when you see like visual effects or like maybe gore effects, like when someone like when you see something bloody or grotesque, it usually happens like someone gets cut or they get hit or they get scars. You know, they do like some comping. You know, they play around with the computer. But when it's now genitalia and someone does like an abortion,
it just doesn't fly the same way.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck you've been watching this past week, but you need help. You need Jesus in your life.
Yeah, I need some recovery, man. I need to recover. Okay, so dude, I think we have rambled for a while. I think it was an okay session tonight. We only managed to dickhead
then my battery's now dying. Well,
yeah.
Well, good night, everyone. Phone problem, something happened. I doubt this is going to be recorded for the next 30 seconds. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, good night, people.